Okay, so first off, hi guys. Let me go ahead and jump into this intro because I have a lot to talk about. First things first. So this reading is going to be on the 7M's films management organization. I'm just gonna call it organization because allegedly people are saying it's a cult. Funny enough, I actually did a reading on this. I think it was last year. You can check out my YouTube shorts. I did a reading on this, and somebody had comment something about, am I going to do an update because they're doing a Netflix documentary about the whole alleged cult this organization is. And like I said, go watch that little YouTube short, and I talked a lot about it. What I was picking up for whether or not it's a legitimate church / management group or a alleged cult. The reason why I'm saying alleged a lot, because baby, they sue YouTubers and I'm not getting involved in that. But you know what, I'm gonna pull some cards on it since I pulled cards on it before. So with the whole Netflix documentary coming out, I decided, let me do a quick update, and I'm gonna pull some cards on how the owner of both the church and the management group 7M's films feel about the whole Netflix documentary. I actually haven't seen it yet. I'm not sure. Should I watch it? I don't know. I did a lot of research beforehand when I did that first reading about it because I randomly stumbled across them because I saw an article about them in a lawsuit. So that's how I found out about them, about this dance group on TikTok and stuff like that. That's how I found out about them. But I don't know. I might look at the documentary and see what they say. But yeah, so I'm going to pull some cards on it. I'm going to see his feelings about it. I'm also going to pull some cards on Miranda's feelings about this whole documentary coming out, because she's kind of like the main focus of what set off the alarms, like major alarms, when she got involved in it. Which, I'm not going to bring up the whole issue with that, how all these other people got caught up in it, but when this one particular woman got caught up in it, it got everybody's attention. But I'm not gonna dive too much into that because at the end of the day, she could be a alleged victim. So I'm not gonna drag her. But yeah, so I'm gonna pull some cards on how she feels about it, because I'm not sure if she's back in touch with her family. I think she is. I think so. Don't quote me. I think so. I'm not sure if it's because she had got a heads up about this documentary coming out, or because their relationship improved. I don't know. I might have to do another reading on her relationship with her family, because some people say her family was over dramatic, or they're lying or whatever. I don't know. I might pull some cards on that another time. But okay, damn it, the intro's already this long. Let me hurry and jump into the reading. Okay, so real quick before I start, I forgot to tell you guys, I changed up the way I do my tarot readings now, mostly my tarot spreads. Unfortunately, I don't have enough time to explain to you what's different, why I changed it. Maybe another time I'll explain it. So don't be surprised if the reading feels very constipated, like very cluttered, like everything's like mashing up and there's a lot coming at you, because this is like my new way of doing spreads. Okay, so let's get started. So I pulled 3 tarot cards. The first tarot card represents excuse me. The first tarot card represents, how does Robert Sheen feel about this whole Netflix documentary, calling out 7M films in his church, like saying it's a alleged cult and stuff like that. So this first tarot card should represent his feelings towards the Netflix documentary and these alleged allegations that they're making towards him and his organizations. Okay, so this first tarot card represent that is, the Fool. Interesting. Why am I getting this vibe that he feels like they were being a little naive, a little reckless with this documentary? It's giving me you open up a can of worms. That Fool card. Yeah, it's giving me like, this is just the beginning type of ish, which is weird because this is his feelings on a documentary, which means he feels like, You're so naive. You're so foolish. This is just the beginning. Not you talking about something you don't know or don't understand. It's giving me that type of vibes, you know? It's just, with this full card, I'm just getting vibes that this Robert Shin person just feels like they were being a little too reckless, spontaneous. Like they walked into a lion's den. They opened up a can of worms that they probably will regret later. I'm just getting so much energy from this card of they don't understand. It's like they don't get him. They don't get what he created. They don't understand. That's why I'm getting like, oh, you're so foolish. You don't know what you're talking about. You're being so reckless. It's giving me that. I'm definitely, it's so weird. I don't know how to describe this. It's almost like, it's like a parent like talking down to a child, like, oh, you're so naive, you're so young, you don't know how the world works. It's giving me that type of vibes, like a parent like talking down to their child when it comes to certain things like knowledge or understanding something. I'm also getting energy from this card that this is probably not the first time something like this happened. And I did tell you earlier that I did a reading on this this group that's a alleged cult last year. So allegations from his organizations about it being an alleged cult. So it's kind of like, oh, I've been through this before. You don't know what you're getting yourself into. I've done this before. It's giving me that type of vibes. Like, I wouldn't say he's bothered, but he doesn't feel that fazed by this at all. He just sees this as almost like a big mistake, a reckless thing to do. Okay, so I'm gonna quickly bounce to the second part of this question and look at my card number 2 on how Miranda, I'm gonna call her Miranda Derrick. I think she's married, so I'm gonna just call her by, you know, her new last name. So this next tarot card represents Miranda's energy and feelings about this whole Netflix documentary and how they're like saying that she's brainwashed, she's in a cult, she's a victim and stuff like that. So this card represents her feelings about this whole Netflix documentary. Okay, so the second tarot card is, ooh, King of Cups. Wait, King of Cups? King of Cups upright. Is she happy that people are talking about this? It's giving me this card. Is she happy that people are emotionally involved in this situation? They care about her. They're trying to... I wasn't expecting this, especially since I did a read on her before. I'm gonna have to look at it. I was not expecting to see this. Because why would the King of Cups come out? She's happy that people are caring, trying to care and support for her. They're concerned for her, giving her empathy. What is this? What is this? I feel like this Miranda woman is looking at the situation, especially this documentary and all they're saying, in a very neutral and balanced light. It's giving me very being very not strategic, being very intelligent, being wise, trying to be understanding of what they're trying to say about her. It doesn't feel like she feels offended, like, oh, how could you say that? It doesn't feel that way. And I wonder, since it is a King of Cups, and that's usually, you know, a mixture of masculine and a little bit of feminine energy in here, I wonder if someone, did someone, again, give her a heads up about this and tell her that she shouldn't be worried about this whole thing, that is nothing, that she should take it as flattery, take it as concern, take it as care, and kind of like forgive and forget. I don't know why I'm getting that vibe, because the King of Cups is a little more gentle than my other kings, and a lot more understanding, especially for someone's emotional state. He's a lot more understanding. So I'm like thinking, did either somebody tell her this, and that how she shouldn't, I guess, read too much into the situation to see it as care and compassion, or did she naturally come to this conclusion herself, since I did pick up this energy of being emotionally balanced and wise and intelligence? So maybe she just thought of this herself, and maybe it's not an outside factor that made her think this way. That's so interesting. I can't wait to come back to that card and pull some more cards on top of that King of Cups. I'm gonna be back. So the third part of this question is the energy between Miranda and the 7M films. So I just want to see any type of energy between her connection with the 7M films, management parts. Since they're saying that it is a alleged cult. I want to know again her feelings between this right now. This third card is going to represent her current feelings while being in 7M films. So let's go ahead and flip this card. So this tarot card is the Hierophant in reverse. I knew it when I was real quick backtrack to question number 2. I said, wait, did somebody give her a heads up in advance and tell her not to take this too seriously? Now, bounce back to question number 3, the Hierophant in reverse. Well, if you already saw my first little reading in my YouTube shorts, then you already know the answer, whether or not that this organization is a alleged, this is my opinion, alleged cult. And I think, allegedly, again, my opinion, that is giving cultish vibes, allegedly. But the crazy thing about this is that Miranda does have her own, I guess the word is individuality, and she personally does not feel like this organization, 7M Films, is a cult or alleged cult. She doesn't feel that way. I said this before, mothering. She does not feel that way. She feels like she's in control of her personal beliefs. And the fact that I'm getting this energy of Miranda feeling like she's like rebelling, or kind of, I guess in a way, going against the norm, thinking outside the box. She feels like being a part of this group, to her, is liberating. It's like something new, something challenging, like going against the norm. She doesn't feel the same way as others do. I'm assuming what people think she would be feeling. So here's the thing. I don't know if this is allegedly, because I feel like these are her thoughts, her feelings. But I'm not sure if it is allegedly from things like brainwashing. I wouldn't know. I feel like I would pick up on that, but I don't know. Right now, this is just one card pull on this question. I'm going to pull some more later. But so far, I'm getting more of her own personal feelings. Like I'm getting energy like she's there by choice. Like in her mind, she's there by choice. Okay, she wanted to be there. I do think that she is a little bit ignorant when it comes to certain things about this organization. That's why I said, like, I'm not sure if she's brainwashed or not, but I do feel like a lot of her beliefs and her behaviors are very independent. She's making them herself. Not many people are influencing them. She feels very easily like, yeah, I already made up my mind, so this is what I'm gonna do. She doesn't need to be, told twice or 3 times at once. Like, once her mind's made up, she's gonna do it. Okay, that's the first round of the cards. I'm finna pull some more cards to clarify these cards so I can get some more information. Okay, so back to the first part of this question about how Robert Sheen feels about the Netflix documentary calling out his organizations and saying that they're a cult or whatever. So I pulled 2 more cards to clarify the Fool. So we have the King of Pentacles, and we got the Page of Cups in reverse. First off, that King of Pentacles is telling me that he's a businessman. He knows how things work behind the scenes. Again, very questionable, because that means he got money and he got connections. And maybe that's what I was picking up with the Fool about him saying like, oh, like you open up a can of worms. And I remember correctly, he have already been suing quite a few people already. So I don't know. They might need to be a little careful. Like, he doesn't feel that threatened. Like, he feels very grounded. He feels like he's very protected too. And he's what's the word? dang, I can't remember the word, but I guess I'll try to describe it. Like, he knows that he's secure, that he doesn't need to be worried, okay? And with the reverse page of cups, like, it's like he feels like this is like a rookie mistake, like someone who's young, naive, don't know anything about the business or how things work, to make a dumb decision like this. Again, because I'm getting foolish, immature. It's like these same feelings that he have towards these people who made this documentary, like a bunch of crybabies, okay? Like, really, you think this is going to work? He kind of, this person, this Robert Sheen person, there's a little hint of ego, but this ego doesn't feel like it's an out of control ego. It feels like someone who is very self-assured and know their capabilities and know how things work. So you know how that's what I said about the parent thing. Like, they understand how things work, so they have no reason to feel worried or get worked up, because they know how, I guess, how things are going to end. But going back to his reverse page of cups, I'm getting this sense of delusion, like he's going to do what he always does. That's when, like, this giving this energy of delusion, like, I'll just do what I always do when things like this happen. I'm not sure what that means. Maybe it means, I don't know, he's going to go on vacation, or he's just going to let the lawyers handle it, or he's just going to go back to, his regular scheduled program, just do whatever he was already doing. I don't know. It's giving me very unbothered, but also a little delusional, being that confidence. Like I said, there's a little ego, a little bit of cockiness in it. But again, it's from someone who feels very comfortable, or someone who knows all the rules, knows how things work. That's why they feel a little cocky and confident. Okay, I will say this before I bounce over to part two of it. Part two of the question is that he does feel some type of way about the people that are in the documentary. I haven't watched it. I'm assuming they're former members of the organization, aka alleged cult. He does feel some type of way about them. Like I said, treating them like children. I keep getting the same energy of looking them at children, looking down on them, saying they're like, almost like, you're dumb, you're naive, you don't know nothing, this and that. I'm getting that type of vibes. But let's move on to the second part of this question, because I pulled some more cards on Miranda's feelings about this whole documentary. Let's get a look at Miranda's feelings about how she feels about this whole Netflix documentary, painting her as, a victim, someone who's brainwashed, someone who's in an alleged cult. So the other two tarot cards I pulled for this King of Cups is, we got the Knight of Wands in reverse, and we have the Strength card in reverse. Okay, that's interesting. Hopefully I'm interpreting these cards right, because I'm getting the vibes that she feels some type of way about this documentary, painting her as a victim. She feels some type of way about that, because I'm getting this energy of getting very upset and angry with that reverse Knight of Wands, temperamental, a little aggressive, a little impulsive and reckless about her mindset a little bit. And the reverse Strength card is weak. So it's giving me like, why are you making me look like some weak person, like I'm not capable of doing anything, I'm not a kid. It's giving me that type of vibe. I wouldn't say throwing a tantrum, but maybe it could be throwing a tantrum. I just know one thing. She does not like how they're making her seem so weak, so like dumb, that like she can't take care of herself. She don't know anything. She don't like that. She does not like how they're making her seem like she's just this, I wouldn't say innocent, just this dumb, naive person that completely helpless and stuff like that. She don't like that. She does not like that. It's like that's hitting more of her pride and ego. Because remember I said earlier about how she's going through like this rebellion type of energy, feeling like she's in control, and they're making it seem like she don't have control, and that's like messing with her ego a little bit, ego and pride, like saying that she's not capable of doing all this without someone allegedly brainwashing her or holding her hostage in a cult, stuff like that, kind of undermining her a little bit. Yeah, despite her that King of Cups from earlier, making her try to see the bright side of this whole situation. See the bright side of this whole situation. I do feel like deep down she's feeling some type of way, feeling very frustrated on how they're painting her. She doesn't like that. That's something that's really irking her nerves on how they're presenting her in this documentary. Now I'm definitely gonna have to go look at the documentary to see how they're painting her. I'm assuming in some forms as the victim, but I'm gonna see, is it like a little too overboard? I don't know. I want to see, because she's a little pissed. She's a little angry about it. I will say this too about how she feels about this whole documentary painting her this type of way. She feels like somebody in particular kind of I'm not sure who's all in it. I'm not sure if they're personally connected to her. I'm assuming so, other than her family. Whoever she had an interaction with, she feels like they're milking it, okay? Again, like this energy of you know, they're overdoing it. She feels like someone's abusing their position in this documentary to like go way overboard. She feels something like that. Especially when it comes to talking about her. She feels like they're going way overboard. Like, being so damn dramatic. It's giving me that. Okay, moving on to the third part of this question. So for the third part of this question, to clarify this reverse Hierophant, I pulled 2 more tarot cards. We have the Ten of Wands, and then we have the Page of Swords. Represent the energy between Miranda and 7M Films. Dang, the Page of Swords and Ten of Wands, things became a lot more chaotic once they found out. I told you, they must have, I'm assuming they must try to do what's it called, interviews or something like that, talk to these people, because I feel like they knew that this documentary was coming out. I feel like they knew. And right now she's feeling very burdened with a lot of responsibilities. Right now it's very chaotic because of all this public attention, the rumors, the gossip, the speculation. Yeah, she seems very stressed out. She's having a lot of things, and she could be getting a little bit of I guess backlash within the group, within this organization, because it's kind of like she's in the center of it, or she really was the one that prompted these people to go so hard after this Robert Shin's guy's organization, like dig deeper in his business and stuff like that. So right now I feel like she's kind of getting a lot of the backlash within this organization as the source. So that's like more responsibilities on her end, more things she had to handle, and the stress and like all the problems put on her. But this Page of Cups is upright, and this makes me think, because I do get, you know, the gossip and the rumors, but I feel like there's clarity. So I wonder, will she eventually speak out towards this documentary, saying her side, clarifying things, trying to, like, in a way, speak her truth? Don't ask me whether or not it's the truth or not. I'm just saying, like, she'll speak her truth about this whole situation, try to I guess fix the image or paint it better, explaining her situation. But I feel like her speaking out is because of her receiving a lot of backlash and a lot of disturbance with what she got going on. So I'm assuming that's people probably hindering her influence success, and also whatever going on within her the organization she's in, causing problems, something like that. I feel like she's gonna have to clear something up so she can get all this pressure and all these burdens off her back. But I do feel like even if someone even if she is getting backlash from others within this group or organization, I do feel like deep down she feels obligated to do it, since in a way it feels like all this started because of me, or I'm the center of all these problems, all this attention. And because of that, I feel like she's very prepared to fight, to either be in the 7M Films group, alleged group organization, or fight to preserve her image or their image. So that's what I'm saying. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if, she come out and speak on this issue. And of course, she's going to be defending them. But she might even, in a way, attack the people in the documentary. I feel like that would be reckless. But, hey, I don't know. Like, earlier in the second part of this question, she was a little angry about someone over-exaggerating about her. Making her seem like this weak, helpless, dumb kid or something like that. So I wouldn't be surprised maybe some of that pent up aggression might come out a little bit, just a little bit. So I don't know. She might, I wouldn't say she's gonna full-fledged attack them, but she might, sharp, snarky comments or shadiness towards them on how they're reacting. But right now I feel like Miranda and a lot of other people in this organization, they're very alert. They're very, I guess, it's belligerent. They're watching their backs. They're watching everything that's going on. They're trying to stay on top. What's the word? Being strategic, okay, on how they're gonna handle this issue. So before I officially end this reading, I want to pull 3 more clarification cards for how Robert, Shin, and Miranda Derrick feel about this whole Netflix documentary. I already pulled some, but I'm gonna pull some more clarification cards before I end this reading, so I can get as much information as I can. But I don't want to make this reading too long. So I'm just gonna pull a little bit more, and then I'm gonna end it. Okay, so the 3 tarot cards I pulled for more clarity for how Robert Shin feels about this whole Netflix documentary. I have the 6 of Swords upright. I have the Ace of Cups. And then I had the Magician. Okay, damn, what is this? Like, here it goes again. Like, he's gonna move forward. 6 of Swords transition. Again, it's not gonna bother him. It's not gonna stop him in his tracks. What he got going on. The Magician making some communication, talking to someone, making plans, putting something together, more projects. I feel like the people in this documentary, or the documentary itself, needs to, I don't know. Then the Ace of Cups present himself as a kind, loving, understanding person. I wonder if that's a persona. I wonder. I know how religious people are usually on a more positive side, because that's how they present themselves, but I'm not sure if that's their real self or just a persona. Yeah, I feel like this Robert Shin guy, not even fazed by this whole documentary at all. They're not fazed. They're not worried. I feel like they're gonna get in communication with somebody. There's an something, making something, trying to either cover this up or fix this bad press, or use bad press. What's it called? Like, there's no such thing as bad press, using it for your advantage. Maybe he might try doing that, turn this around, trying to, manipulate a little bit, make them let the victims get positive endorsement, attention, stuff like that. He could do something like that. He just feels so unbothered. I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, these allegations for his organizations, I'm not sure they talked about him directly in his documentary, but he just feels so unbothered. He's just like, he's using his mind. He's using his intuition. He's using his resources, his connections. It's like he has no worry in the world, because he feels so secure that he can just easily walk away from the situation without too much problems, without saying too much, without doing too much, because he knows that he's good. That's the crazy thing about this freaking energy. Like I ain't gonna lie, like his energy gave me a little bit of goosebumps. Okay, the goosebumps. But moving on to Miranda's feelings about the documentary before I end this reading. The tarot cards I pulled for Miranda for her feelings on this documentary, we have is 2 of Wands upright. We have the Queen of Cups, and then we have 5 of Wands in reverse. Again, I'm getting the same energy of, again, not being too fazed by it, and also there's some type of planning going on behind the scenes to work this in their favor. Because I feel like, coming off very kind, nurturing. And then reverse Five of Wands, resolving the issues, like making peace, you know, agree to disagree. It's giving me that vibes, coming off as the better person. There it is, that word, coming off the better person. So her feelings about this whole documentary and her being this victim who's like brainwashed and in a alleged cult, I feel like she's going to, either this is her idea or this is this Robert guy's idea of just using this as good, I don't know, promotion, a good opportunity to turn this around, improve the organization's image. Because I feel like it's going to be a lot of that kind, collective, intelligent type of shift going on here, of like coming off like as the most, they're going to be coming off very rational, like, I don't know why they posted this, but I can understand their, you know, their feelings about my situation. It's hard for them to accept reality of how I feel, what I'm doing in my life. Like, it's giving me that type of vibe. It's giving me that vibe. It's like, I'm not sure they're playing in everybody's faces or not. Like I said, I'm not sure, because whether or not she's brainwashed or not, allegedly, there's some of her own feelings and choices going on here, and she's making a lot of choices herself. So again, I'm not sure if that's under the same umbrella with brainwashing. It probably somewhere in there, but it just feels like she's fully committed to it. If she's very committed to it, yeah, I can just see this energy of her. You know, there's planning going on how to handle this situation, and her coming off very angelic, calm, collective, like being understanding towards others. Because earlier I did pull, the first card I ever pulled for her was the King of Cups. Now I got the Queen of Cups over here. That same sensitive energy, being in touch with everybody's emotions, trying to understand people, be like the reasonable, sensitive person. Like, so people like almost feel bad for you in a way, like reverse victim type of stuff, reverse victim stuff. I just feel like there's going to be some type of talks behind the scenes and cooperating with certain people from the documentary, and I can only assume Miranda's family, for one, improving that aspect, like improving their relationships, possibly being seen out with them more, you know, so because, you know, the public's gonna be watching them for a while. Like, it's giving me like put on a show. Is that what I'm thinking? Put on a show. Oh, sorry guys, it's almost 1 o'clock and yeah, my brain's slowly starting to shut down, so I'm just trying to hurry up and finish real quick. Okay, all I gotta say before I end this reading is that, of course, Miranda's gonna be used in this group to, you know, find the peace, make the peace, help clear up the situation, be the poster child that they're completely fine, this organization is perfect, they're legit, this is not an alleged cult, yada yada yada, stuff like that. Okay, I'm ready to lay down. So let me go ahead and end this video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe.